Let's move on now to programming the pump. We'll start by simply programming a flow rate for continuous feeding. Normally, when in hold, the pump will display the flow rate. If the display shows any other parameter, then press the milliliters per hour key. Then simply use the plus and minus arrow keys to change the flow rate. Now press the Start/Stop key to initiate the program. The flow rate can be set anywhere from 1 to 400 milliliters per hour in 1 milliliter increments. In addition, a feature of the pump is that it will briefly pause at common flow rates such as 50, 125 and 250 milliliters per hour. Once you've pressed the Start/Stop key, the run circle will begin to rotate to confirm that the pump is running. The flow rate remains in the display. If you would like to limit the volume delivered, you need to add one step to the process. After you've entered the flow rate, press the volume milliliter key. The abbreviation CONT will appear in the display, denoting continuous feeding. Using the plus and minus keys, enter the dose to be delivered. The range goes from 1 to 4,000 milliliters in 1 milliliter increments. Once you set the dose, press the Start/Stop key as before. While the pump is functioning, the following information can be retrieved from the display. Pressing the Info key will indicate the total volume delivered since the memory was last cleared. Pressing the milliliters per hour key will highlight the flow rate. If you prefer to administer feed by repeatedly giving set doses at programmed intervals, you can use the bolus function, offered as an additional feature in the Flocare Infinity Plus pump. While in the hold mode, press the bolus milliliter interval key. The pump will display either bolus volume or interval bolus. If the pump displays interval bolus, press the bolus milliliter interval key again to go to bolus volume settings. Adjust the bolus volume settings using the plus or minus key. The bolus volume settings can be set from 1 to 500 milliliters in increments of 1 milliliter. Press the bolus milliliter interval key again to go to the interval bolus settings. Adjust the bolus interval settings again using the plus or minus key. The bolus interval can be set from 30 minutes to 12 hours in steps of 30 minutes. Press the milliliters per hour key and select the flow rate to be used with the plus and minus keys. The flow rate settings can be set at two rates: high, which equals 600 milliliters per hour, and low, equaling 400 milliliters per hour. If a total dose needs to be set, use the volume milliliter key and adjust with the plus or minus keys, and press the Start/Stop key to initiate the program. You can change the rate or dose or bolus setting at any stage during feeding, simply by pressing the Start/Stop key. This pauses the pump. You can then press the relevant key, for example, volume milliliter. Then, using the plus and minus arrows, change the dose and press Start/Stop to resume feeding. When a bolus has finished, the pump will inform you of the time to the next bolus by displaying Next Bolu, as well as the time remaining until the start of the next bolus. It is possible to clear any of the pump's settings. Press Start/Stop to place the pump in hold. Press the relevant key, followed by the Clear key to clear it. The display will return to the Flocare Infinity Plus's default for that setting. For dose, the default setting is CONT, meaning no dose is set and a continuous feed will be delivered. For bolus feeding, the default setting is No, meaning no bolus program has been set. You can also clear the total volume delivered simply by pressing the Clear key to set it to 0. We recommend that when possible you run the pump from mains power. The plug symbol in the display indicates when you're doing this. When running on battery power, the battery level symbol appears. The battery will normally last 24 hours when running a continuous feed at 125 milliliters per hour. The number of bars that are visible denotes the status of the battery. Each bar represents about 6 hours of battery life at an average flow rate. The battery symbol will begin to flash when there's 1 hour of battery life remaining. In addition, the pump will beep every 2 seconds. As soon as you can, plug the pump into the mains to continue to run the pump and to recharge the battery at the same time. Recharging will take approximately 6 hours.